The dog is whimpering.
The dog is very cute.
No, it's adorable, and I don't mind the whimpering. I'm just concerned for it.
Oh,
I'm not.
You're not? Yeah. Rich, I don't think Rich cares much for the dog.
No, I like
Based
the dog.
on your behavior during the break, it really doesn't seem
the
like...
dog is
they
very
fight for
cute.
attention.
Who, Rich and the dog?
No,
Yeah,
the dog is very cute, but the dog... It's not just the smartest. Look how cute the dog is. It's a very cute dog.
It's adorable.
It's
adorable.
like a show dog.
Yeah, it's like what kind of dog is it?
A Yorkie.
It's a tiny little Yorkie.
It's very pretty.
She was under a pound when we got her.
Oh my
She's
God.
so fucking cute.
But she's not a puppy still, is she?
No,
Or-
she's 3 years old.
So that's as big as she's going to get.
Yeah.
She's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
great.
like 6 pounds.
But yeah, you've never even mentioned having a dog. Like
I
you
never
come in
knew
here
you
all
had a
the
dog
time. I
either.
never knew you had a dog.
Yeah, well, we never have dog talk here.
That's true.
I'm not,
actually.
I just don't, we don't usually carry our dog with us. We're not Liza, such and whatever.
She just goes by Eliza.
Oh, she goes by Liza? Yeah. She brings her dog everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So people, she's used to it. I feel uncomfortable bringing a dog into studio because I've never done it before.
I see. I see.
You know what
So
I mean?
you're
I
little...
don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to take advantage of your show here by bringing a dog in. So that's what I feel uncomfortable.
That dog was
about.
fucking. When's the last time that dog had a beverage? Fucking 2 weeks.
Thirsty ass dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's drinking out of like
Drinking out a Poland Spring bottle. Like this is a
the cap. She's had 2 capfuls. He's like,
Yeah.
That is a lot for this dog.
I know. Can you take her off the console?
Why?
I don't know because I don't want.
No,
her
she's
to...
got the thing. Don't worry, the leash around her neck will stop her from falling. You'll just grab the leash. And
Yes.
She does.
So
She's making her way
Daniel.
around the console right now. The dog is. And it looks like,
see, she goes to. She's got an
That's
unhealthy
nice.
relationship with him. She wants his.
Someone of equal intelligence.
She does. She goes to the one that doesn't give her the love.
Yeah.
I give her love all the time.
You do?
Oh,
yeah,
do
yeah.
you?
Oh, I don't play with her. I just get mad because
Mike.
I just get mad because we had to put in new floors because of her.
Why? Because she pisses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would drive. That's why.
Well, we had to train her. No, I'm not the greatest at punishing.
Yeah.
So
Couldn't you get
See
someone
ya.
to train her? Don't they? You pay somebody if they can do that?
I don't know if you know who I'm married to, but we
What
don't
is that?
Yeah, 'cause
pay
they do.
people to do things.
Yes, we do.
That's a good response.
Yes, we do. Wait till you feel the bullet hitting you in the head.
No, you could pay a dog trainer, and then you wouldn't have to buy new floors. Is the thing I think, like Bonnie's saying, if you just paid the dog trainer in the beginning, that
Well, we
investment would have saved you paying for new
5,000.
floors.
Well, I didn't know that because we thought she would learn. We thought that.
Just instincts.
Well,
No. It was. The dog would do something bad, and then which is still the thing, and then he would yell at me, and then that's how he likes to do things. He just train her.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, well,
So
you're
the dog
home.
would notice him disciplining you, and then the dog would get so
right.
scared she wouldn't piss in the house anymore.
So no, when he's gone, she's perfect.
No, she isn't. I guarantee
She's very perfect.
she's-
And then when you come back, you add an energy to the house that scares her, I think.
No,
And then
it
that's why
doesn't.
she poops by the closet.
She loves.
That's what he lives in.
Yes. She's trying to tell me something.
Here's the deal.
Right.
Because it's like our kid. I play with my kid. I love my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie does the teaching.
She should by the closet.
Yeah. So
you're not the disciplinarian.
no, I
Right.
don't want to just.
You bark at everyone constantly.
He does, right?
Yes.
You scold, you yell at people.
I tell Raina all the time his bark has no bite, which is why she doesn't do what you tell her to do, because she honestly does not care about getting yelled at.
But you worry that your
I
wife
mean,
is undermining your discipline?
yeah, that doesn't help him. For the
Yes.
mom to say like, you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about dad. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
His
Undermining your discipline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't tell
team up.
Raina that. I tell Rich that. Did I say I tell Raina that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do, and the thing is,
Does your daughter not respect you, Rich?
yes, she does, but they team up against me.
Oh, I see.
She's like she's like if Bonnie had a hump on her back, it would be my kid. Because.
I don't get it.
Because she's just a part of you. She's exactly like you.
Does Raina side with Bonnie or you usually?
Oh, with her no matter what.
Oh.
That's not true.
Are you kidding me? When has she ever sided with me? Once out of every
One time you were right.
one out of every
And
10
so then
times.
she sided with you.
Whatever. It's just it is what it is. My 2 older daughters, like me better. So
Right, so
2 out
you're
of 3.
fine.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, it isn't.
And one of them
know.
came by the party, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica came by the party.
No, Ellen did.
Oh, Ellen, sorry.
Ellen did.
Did you have fun at the party, Rich? At Jim's
Yeah,
at the Gymboree?
I was there from
He
from
let the
4
daughter
to
who was
10.
out of his age range show up.
From 4 I was there from 4 to 10. Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
There was only one thing that upset me.
What's that?
The host. No, that they didn't have smoked chicken. They had pork. They had more
wings.
pork.
The wings, yeah.
Yeah, I can get wings anywhere.
I didn't
see.
know smoked chicken was an option.
I know,
yeah,
it
or
doesn't
turkey.
even sound
What are you
like.
talking about? Smoked turkey?
You
or
mean like
chicken?
pulled chicken?
Smoked
Yeah.
pulled pork and all that stuff, but I didn't know the smoked chicken.
Yeah, or turkey. What are you kidding me?
I didn't think of smoked turkey. You're right. That would have been a lovely option. I didn't think of it.
But
But
you had
that was
enough
good.
food. I mean, you ended up having
Yeah.
to give hot
It
dogs.
was
all
too
the time.
much.
yeah.
Right,
I
so-
forgot to even bring something. Every party I go to, I bring something. I forgot.
Do you?
And
Do
I
you?
offered
didn't
them.
know
Is he a
about
big
you.
party gift bringer?
No,
Strike me as
no.
well.
Are you kidding me? I always say stop and get a bottle of wine or some flowers or something for the host.
Flowers at a party?
Does he?
For the,
I
for the
don't
wife.
understand. Like, Rich has no like, what do you call it when you can't see yourself?
Education? Oh, self-awareness?
Rich has no self-awareness.
You're out of your mind. I always say, hey, let's bring turkey burgers because I eat turkey burgers or something.
Does Rich paint the picture of the person he would like to be and just give himself those attributes?
I honestly think he's talking about me. And then he's saying it's him somehow.
Do you think he
He doesn't
forgets
do-
that he's talking to the person who sees him every day?
Yes, it's weird. But he has an issue. If you want to get into it, I
With-
don't know what
with
you want to
you.
do this morning. But he
What?
will not admit to a flaw. Try to
No.
get him to admit to a flaw.
No, she's stupid.
See? There we go.
No.
Step one,
No.
lash out at the other person.
I see. So the issue,
Okay, here's
a lot
that.
of the issues that you guys have is that your wife Bonnie is stupid. You're
I'm
saying.
going to give you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a
I
scenario.
am. I look at my life and I go, I guess I am.
I'm going to
Look at it.
I'm
It's
gonna
all
give
right
you-
there in front of
I'm
me.
going to give you a scenario, and you tell me the option you would go with.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is like a scenario that may happen in the Voss
It could have
McFarlane
happened or
household.
whatever, or
Sure.
maybe it's a comparison.
Okay.
You're driving from 30 in the 30s on like 30 and 5th.
Sure.
Okay.
So you got to go to 4th Avenue.
Okay, first of all, this is the New
For-
York Comedy Club that we're talking about.
Okay. So you go to the New York Comedy
New
Club
York
on Fourth.
Comedy Club on 4th, which, how many times have you been there, you think?
Can I finish?
You're right. She is interrupting you.
You go see what I mean?
She's trying to
You go to-
explain it a little bit, but go on.
No,
yeah.
she
No,
can go.
do it without context. Go ahead.
So you're going to by the New York Comedy Club,
Right.
and
I was actually doing Karen Feehan's show upstairs at the,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
that
thinking of a
theater's
different
name
place.
is.
But she said go between maybe
I said it's on 4th,
between Bowery and 2nd.
which
Now-
it is.
Okay.
No, Bowery is below Houston, so it would be between 3rd and 2nd.
No, it is Bowery. That street is called Bowery.
Below Houston.
No, I think you're both thinking of different things. There's Bowery, which is I think, isn't that,
Can I-
there's a Bowery bar on 3rd.
I'm 100% correct. Go, pull up a map. Somebody do
Well,
it.
Troy,
hold
we
on.
got to pull
It
up a
is
map because this is
fucking-
very
it is
getting very
Bowery.
local.
It is Bowery. It's on the corner of 2nd and 4th.
Let's Google
and
map
the
it.
street that it's on the other side is Bowery.
But wouldn't
Okay.
most people
She's
say
right.
between?
She is right,
3rd?
Troy. You're
She's
saying.
100% right. It's
Okay.
between 2nd Avenue.
Yeah, the Bowery bar, right? That's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying
Let's
you may be
Google
thinking
map
of
it.
the Bowery, like the Bowery where the drunks would always be. I think that's below Houston.
Yes.
You're thinking of the Bowery.
No,
She's
but she
thinking
didn't.
of a different place.
She didn't say the Bowery. She said Bowery.
I'm just saying what I think he's
the
thinking of.
street is Bowery.
But
The
even when
street.
Rich said the story just now, it was clear to me that Bonnie was talking about a street, not a.
Yes.
Second
You were-
Avenue.
she's talking about a
Bowery,
street.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
it is. There it
But-
is, all in black and white. Look at that. 2nd
Yeah.
Avenue. And then
Okay,
there's
so
Bowery.
On this one, we're going to go with Bonnie.
Yep. Map does back her up.
Yeah. So, Rich, will we go with Bonnie on this one?
He's not necessarily saying I was wrong. He's saying I should have said it's between 2nd and 3rd.
Yes.
Because Bowery is 3rd, essentially. So if
So-
you don't know Bowery, then so he made the mistake and went the wrong way and then yelled at me for calling it Bowery instead of 3rd.
Why don't
what's
you use
it-
a map?
But
Why
it's
don't you use your
called.
ways?
It's called Bowery.
It is called
It
Bowery.
does
Right.
turn into 3rd, though.
Yeah, it's the same.
And in fact, earlier I said, "Hey, 3rd doesn't go down yet." So you might want to, this is how we found out. So I said, you might want to go this other way. And he was like, started yelling at me about he knew where he was going. I even said at one point, do you want me to put on my GPS? And he was like, you know,
wait, why don't you have Waze on just for traffic? Like, even if you know where you're going.
He won't do it because he goes to me, look up where. What was the thing you made me look up?
Why don't you have Waze on your phone?
Why don't you just use Waze?
What's wrong with you?
No, he won't put it on. He won't put it on. He won't put it on because
I put on my Google.
He's got to like outsmart Waze or something.
It's so silly. Waze is for traffic.
It's
Even
just
if
for
you know where you're
traffic,
going.
yeah.
I know.
If I know where I'm going, I'll put Waze on because it directs you away from fucking traffic.
Exactly.
That's what it does.
I
Tells
literally
you the time you're gonna get there. It's like there's information other than just
You
what
don't
streets.
even use Waze. You use Google Maps.
Google Maps
Doesn't
is
matter.
shit.
We're saying Waze and like Kleenex. It's like your GPS.
I hate using GPS, but I put Waze on every single morning to drive to work just in case there's some kind of accident and I have to take a different way because Waze tells you traffic.
Or
Thank you for explaining what Jim just said. But anyway.
it is good even if
Sorry,
there's
I'm
a
lashing out at everyone.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a tense situation. You know, we're trying to figure out Bowery and 3rd is the same street.
It is.
You're both saying the same thing. However,
So most people
Bonnie
go,
was
But
way
why
more
would he,
right
But he yelled at me
I
that
didn't yell.
than you are.
I got a little upset. because
Rich, you presented this scenario as an instance where Bonnie was clearly in the wrong, and what you gave us was an example of Bonnie clearly being in the right.
She was correct.
No, it's 6 or 1 half dozen the other.
But that's not what you said. You said she was wrong, not
I
she was
didn't
saying
say
the
I
same
believe
thing.
the words
here's
you
the
used
scenario.
were, she's stupid.
Yeah, that's
No, I
She
said, here's the scenario. Would you say if you were going between 3rd and 2nd, but it could be called Bowery, wouldn't
It
you
could
say?
be called, it is called
It is
Bowery.
Bowery.
It would depend on the area of the city I was in. If the road is called Bowery, I would say Bowery. If we were a little further
When does it
uptown,
turn
and
to
it was
3rd?
Well, if it's 3rd, I would say 3rd.
right.
And in fact, I was like, I started to say 3rd, and then I remembered it was Bowery. I was like, between 3rd and, Bowery and 2nd.
Whatever.
And I have to tell you that now I understand why Bonnie, and this is actually a second point for Bonnie, and why she brought up the context of where you were going, because she was talking about a comedy club, which is where you guys.
It wasn't a comedy club. It was near a comedy club.
It
Okay,
was
it was
Bowery
near
bar.
a comedy club.
The Bowery
so-
bar, right?
It's the downstairs of the comedy club is the downstairs. Of
But
where
you
I
should
was.
know the streets near where the comedy clubs are, because that is where you guys make your living.
No, that's not one of my main clubs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The fact that you don't use Waze, you deserve every bit of traffic and agony you suffer. But then again, he wouldn't get. You have a weird fear of technology, of being overwhelmed by it, because you wouldn't get fucking Easy Pass. Patrice wouldn't either. I had to berate you for a decade to get Easy Pass. You have
I
this
got it for
weird
him on
thing.
one of his birthdays.
I remember
still
that.
pay for all our Easy
It's this
Pass.
crazy thing you have where you
You're such a great
resist.
wife.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
You're such a good person.
There's no reason
And
to resist
sometimes
it.
he'll go through the cash only lane.
No, cash and Easy Pass.
Cash and
But
Easy
why?
Pass. But
To
I don't
upset
know. He just doesn't.
Why don't you use Waze though? It's crazy not using.
I have my own
When
GPS
you say
in my
Waze, he
car.
honestly.
GPS in the car stinks.
Car
It does not
GPS is the
update.
worst.
They're terrible. They're not constantly updating.
I use sometimes Google Maps.
Google
Sometimes.
Maps is not that good.
Google
it's
Maps
honestly
isn't
not that
So
good.
everything is bad besides Waze.
Yeah.
Waze is the best. I mean, other ones are tolerable. Waze is the one that works the best.
I would trash Jim if he were wrong. He's correct.
Yeah.
He's correct on this one.
Yeah, Google Maps for some reason I just don't. It spins me around. I hate it.
Like a
But
record
either way,
baby.
you
Yeah,
try
it's going
something.
the wrong way sometimes, like the arrow's going down.
And I'm like, why
No.
can't you just put it in direction of travel? You
Yes,
fucking
yes.
assholes.
I think you can.
I've
actually,
tried.
but-
Can you? Travis is nodding too. I've tried it 100
Yeah,
times.
but every time it updates, you got to reset it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
it stinks.
It's
You
annoying.
can't attack Google Maps.
Yes, you can. How about this? One
Google.
one switch, direction of travel is how I want my fucking map going. I can't, if I'm going north and the arrow shows I'm going the opposite
Yeah.
way I'm walking, it fucks me up.
Yeah, and then you have to constantly have to be like, okay, I'm facing north. That's a left. That's a right.
But see, Rich doesn't
Yeah.
have to worry about any of this stuff. He stays away from the technology. That way he doesn't get all
That's
upset
right.
about
Just
apps.
sits in
no, he
traffic.
just yells at me.
Right, he can get
No,
upset with you
we
instead of
always-
about...
He kept saying, "Where is it? Between what streets?" I said, "Why don't you just use your here? I go, I already had my app on,
Mm-hmm.
so I said, just use this. No.
That's
Tell
not
me
true.
the fucking streets. He wanted. Last night he wanted me to call the hotel
To see
see
what-
what the cross street was. I said,
No, to see what.
I said,
to
I've got
see what-
Google Maps on. I've got Google
To
Maps
see-
on.
no,
He
see,
goes,
here's
call
where
the
she's wrong.
hotel.
No, here's what
Did you
she's
call
wrong.
them?
No.
Good for you.
I said, if you
Look.
want to, you can, but I'm not wasting my fucking life calling a hotel when it's
Here's-
right here.
Why don't you
Yes.
just turn it on and just tell them, go left here, Go
No.
right in 2 blocks.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, why even ask him? Just tell him that this is
Look,
how we're doing it.
Obviously, you're going to team up against me and
I'm on your side.
You're
Rich.
wrong.
No.
I'm on
Oh
your
yeah,
side.
yeah. No, we all actually secretly think you're right. Yeah, we're just doing this to be mean to you.
Oh.
It feels a little spiteful what's going on, Rich. I'm
Yeah.
on your side. Tell
No.
me why we had to call the hotel last night.
Okay, stupid. I'll tell you why.
He's on your
Now
side.
I'm stupid too.
It's going to be hard to keep us straight on this.
It's just I wanted to know what 2 streets it was between, so I know where to make the left or the right, so I could.
We
park in
understand
front
why
of
you'd
it.
ask for directions, but the bottom
But
line
it-
is the map would
But the
direct you.
map
I kept
doesn't
saying
always,
this. I
but the
was
map
like-
always doesn't take you
true.
which way to park. The easiest way to park.
You would just see that when you got there.
Yes,
To be
then
fair,
you see
if you Google mapped it, you could just have a view of the streets and just
But
see
I
it.
know New York so well.
No, you
that I
don't.
could
You
do
didn't know
that.
where
You didn't know
Bowery
Bowery
was.
and Third were the
fucking
same
Bowery
thing.
was
That's Lower
third.
East Side.
That's
I know
fucking
Midtown.
Oh,
What's
New
the name of the
York
hotel?
101,
What's
babe.
the name of the hotel?
Huh? No, don't say it over
We're
on
naming-
here. Don't say the
Yeah,
name
you don't
of
wanna say the
hotel.
name
All
on
right,
the air.
just oh, you guys are still there. Okay.
right. Yeah,
I'm
but
not,
if you
I'm going home. I can't
It's
stay
the
with
Four
her.
Seasons. Oh, I won't say it. I won't say it.
if you Google it, Rich, it does give you an aerial. You see all the streets, and you could make your decision very quickly that
Yeah,
way.
but I don't want.
For future reference.
See, when you
Only-
put it,
but
when you
I know-
do,
but then who
put
would
it
he
in Four
yell at?
Seasons
That's true.
Hotel.
No.
You put in
I
the name of
know.
the landmark, and it
I
just
get
fucking
it.
comes up.
No,
and
I
you
get
don't
it.
get it because you're not using it.
No,
That's
but
true.
it's so much
Jim's right.
easier if I know in my head because I know where I'm
You
going
don't
without
need to know.
listening to that
Why
in the
not?
car. Because I got to listen
But you
to
can
that.
also go to
her, the dog. It's too much.
It's terrible. Left turn. I know how you keep everything straight.
But Rich, if you just
Simple.
if you use the GPS, you wouldn't have to be shouting at Bonnie.
It frees up all your mental space because you don't have to worry about where to go. That it actually makes it easier because you're watching the map. All right, 5 blocks bigger. You don't have to think of what
Plus-
street is this. It'll
I
go
know, I
left
get it.
turn.
I get
Plus,
how it works.
in the big picture, on a macro level, then maybe your relationship would be slightly less toxic. And when you came in to do a radio show, you guys wouldn't have to pick the 2 seats furthest away from each other in the room to broadcast. I've never seen anything like it.
No, that's how everybody does it.
I mean,
If
Joe
can-
List and Mark Norman were way closer to each other than you guys are, and you guys
yeah.
are married.
Yeah, well, because that's
Yeah, but
how
he
they
doesn't
are.
bring his wife in at all. So
That's true.
how is their marriage going?
I didn't bring you in. You're a guest on your own.
Okay, thank you.
He
Oh,
couldn't
my
even
God.
give you that.
I know.
He couldn't even give it to you.
Well, no, I'm not going to say. I don't want to take the credit for Bonnie. Bonnie could come in
It's
here
a
on her
joke.
Oh, so you're going to start. So you're going to start now.
Oh, okay. Here
I
we
didn't
go.
know you were joking. I thought you were. Whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I happen to have the fucking direct line on Joe List and Sarah's relationship. Apparently, he won't bring her into the studio.
Oh my God. It seems exhausting.
It's
It
truly
seems
That's what I
exhausting.
said last night. I wanted to go. I just said, just please don't come. Because he doesn't realize he's a big presence everywhere he goes,
Right.
and he's. I know he'll fight back on this, but he's a diva. So
That's true.
It's like this. It's like you can't just sit and relax anywhere. He's got to complain. He's got to do this. This is wrong. This person has a fat ass. Why is that person doing this? It's like endless.
What do you mean? I have a big.
So I
presence?
just sometimes I say, just please.
Not in a complimentary way.
No, he took that in a compliment. A big presence. Go
Like
on.
not like there's
Do
a big
tell.
star
Yeah.
here or like that
Yeah,
thing they
no,
say
not
like
this- I-
where like
But it is true. Like if you came to that show with Karen last night, of
They
Karen's
would
last
all
night.
flocked around me, and you.
No,
would
they
get
wouldn't
mad.
have flocked around you, but it would have been like,
Oh,
oh,
look,
we have to
boss is
put.
here.
Yes, because you get so upset if
I don't
people
get
don't
upset.
treat you in a certain way.
Does he want
Is
the
that
star
true?
treatment?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I
yeah.
No.
Oh
So
yeah.
he thinks it's because they'd be starstruck. that
I
they-
think the only reason he goes to 12-step meetings is because he can hear this when he's walking through. Is that Rich Voss?
They don't use last names.
I think he went to that funeral that time just so that because it was like somebody from the past or whatever
He was a
that
good
you.
friend of mine. He was
Yeah,
a roommate.
you thought people were going to be like, that's Rich.
he wants to be the big shot at the funeral.
I,
Yes.
cut,
Yes.
I cut the
Yes.
line. I
That's
cut the
just-
line too.
Yes, that's right, because he's Rich Voss.
No, I had to
Rich,
go to work. I
you've
had
worked
a show.
you've worked very hard in your career. Do you like a little adulation sometimes, a little respect from people?
Well, respect. Yes.
Right.
And I give respect, and I.
Wow, I
expect
don't know
respect.
about that.
Oh yeah, I give respect. What
Yeah,
do
but you like a little more. You like it
No,
when
listen.
people.
Out of this show, I respect him so much, and I like you. But
So wait,
So-
would they flock around Rich if he was a Karen show?
oh yeah.
Well, Karen's very good at making flattering people, so yes, she would. But
No,
the other girls, they're burlesque dancers. They wouldn't have known who you were.
Ouch.
You were the only comic.
There was another girl there before me, but she left already. And we were late. Like, they were wrapping up the show.
How late were you?
About an hour.
You were an hour late to a show?
Well, we came in from Jersey.
That doesn't change the clock.
You just leave earlier.
She said,
Well, I thought the show started at 9. And
It's not a different time
started at
zone.
8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he likes that. Like Rich likes to.
No, I just go in and do what I do. I
One
mind my own
time
business.
early in our dating relationship, I mean, all the signs were there. Why I didn't see them, I don't know. But
Oh yeah.
we went to LA, right? Do you remember being there? And I was doing some bar show, and they didn't ask you to go on, and you were
I wasn't
livid.
mad. I wasn't livid. I was going, "Who? Don't these people know the
Oh
business?"
my God.
They were open micers, and they put you on. It was a horrible place. You're the one who brought it up, going, "I can't believe they didn't ask you to go up." I go,
I mean, I was secretly pleased.
I go, "Who cares?" I was at a club in L.A.
Oh, you didn't say who
I go,
cares.
"Who cares?" I was,
Dirt off the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, water off a duck's back.
Do you see what I mean? Like, he won't admit any
You're saying it-
wrongdoing ever.
This
Yes, I do.
wasn't the way he reacted.
He's pointing at her. their union.
Yeah.
He's implying their union was an error.
So I was in L.A. and I was bombing, and she was on the phone in the beginning of the set, and she was on the phone so happy, calling her friends. And
Was I
then-
calling them or
Red-
texting them, do you think?
I don't think they had text back then.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't big back then. No, back then.
My God.
15 years
See what
ago.
I mean?
won't even admit.
He won't, like,
You
I
think-
have, my memories are zero, nothing.
Because texting wasn't big.
He's assuming.
Do you
yes.
think 15 years ago people were texting?
Do you really
Yes.
think I was
Yeah, of course they
fucking
were.
sitting in the
15.
show on the phone, first of all?
It wasn't as big, but yeah.
I mean, she's not. I don't think in the middle of your set while you're performing, she's going through her Rolodex and calling her friends on the phone, going, "You got to hear this," and putting her phone up.
Yeah, but then I turned the set around. She got mad because I ended up doing well. Because it was at one of her alternative rooms, and she wanted to see me bomb so bad.
But you're so condescending when you say one of her alternative rooms.
Yeah, well, she brought me there. It was a room she did in L.A. I never did it.
But you act like
Yes.
her alternative rooms are beneath you.
No, I love alternative rooms.
That's not the way you said it.
No,
Yeah.
that's how you heard it.
Oh.
You hear it negative, Opie. I mean, Sam. You hear it negative. So I love doing those type of rooms.
Okay, all right,
Because
maybe.
you could sit on a stool and just not even be funny. You know.
Okay, I'm starting to
your
pick up on
style.
some condescension again.
It's a headphone. See, it's good looking.
Yes,
No.
yes.
You trying to flatter her a little bit again? You feel
No,
bad?
that's what he does to try to get.
Does it feel genuine?
No,
So you're not flattered?
no. He's like mean.
I'm
Yeah.
not mean.
Yes, you are.
You are.
You're a bitter, mean person.
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. What am I
bitter?
bitter?
Oh,
not bitter.
really?
Yeah, what am I bitter?
Are you a little bitter, do you think, sometimes?
No.
Sometimes it's literally like I don't know what's happening to him, but it's like just a spewing of negativity from morning till night. It's just everything's bad, wrong, and then if you call him out on it, he's like, "I am not." You know, it's like
He does like to consider himself a positive person.
Yeah, but it's
Thank
like
you.
not one positive thing comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you like his rings and his sneakers?
No.
Oh, you don't? But don't you think it's nice that when you look at Rich, you see he's got his rings, you see he's got nice sneakers on, and you can immediately tell this is a guy financially who's doing pretty well based on his physical attributes, based on the things that he spends his money on. Clearly, I know immediately financially he's doing pretty well. Isn't that a good thing?
No.
No. Okay. No.
First of all, that's nothing. You know, as you're saying it,
Yeah.
you know that's not true.
What do you
First
mean?
of all, who puts when you ask for eggs and turkey bacon?
What are eggs?
Eggs.
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 Who gets turkey?
Oh, the
Here's
hot
the
one.
turkey bacon in this fucking pile of eggs.
Ah.
You said eggs and turkey bacon. They put turkey bacon and the eggs together.
Can I just? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
It's
yelling
like
at the intern now.
endless. He
Yeah.
gets free food.
Right.
Somebody brings it to him, and it's still not.
Wait, he
correct.
gets free food and I got to pay for mine?
Oh, yeah, the guests aren't paying.
Where's the hot sauce?
They're probably taking it out of your egg money.
Hey, do you have any hot sauce?
You're paying for Rich's breakfast, Jim.
What are you talking about? Who's that for?
What are you talking about? He said. You just. The intern comes in.
Yeah.
He puts down a cup of Starbucks in front of Rich,
Coffee.
and he just looks at him and goes, "What are you talking about? Who's that for?" It's not nice. It's
wasn't
not
being-
nice. Rob, it's chaos in here. He's yelling at poor Wyatt.
I'm not yelling at Wyatt.
He yelled at him because he put coffee in
here,
front
Rob,
of him.
here's my egg money.
And now Jim
pay for my fucking breakfast.
Jim just found out that the guests are eating on the house, and that Jim is paying for eggs.
I'm almost positive that's why Rich comes here.
No.
Like, I mean, you have...
I will say immediately, every time he gets here, immediately he goes, "Are we still doing breakfast? Is it too late for breakfast?"
That's where you're wrong, Mr.
Oh, really? I asked to go
Controversy.
to Starbucks this morning. You're like, they get it free at the
No,
studio.
I said there's a machine. I didn't want to be late here because you.
Can you say they get it free at the studio?
No, I didn't say late. I said there's a Starbucks. I don't want to be late.
Is Rich is he a bit of a skinflint?
No.
Can I tell you guys a story?
Please
do.
This is when I honestly started feeling bad for Rich. Like, his brain, I don't know how I would cope myself.
Yeah.
So he's got this thing where he's always trying to lose weight, but he also can't say no to free food.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this constant, like if he's at a casino and they give him $100 food voucher,
Yeah.
he has to use that $100 food voucher. Like he was bringing food home from Gotham. You know how sometimes they have
No,
like,
he wasn't.
snacks
No, I didn't.
and
No,
I
he
brought home
wasn't.
some potato
Yeah.
chips for you.
Oh,
Potato chips.
Bags. There were a bag of chips, and I brought them home for you. I didn't bring
two
the
nights
brownies.
in a row, you brought two.
Yeah, for you, because I know you like them as snacks. I'm sorry, I was trying to be nice.
Was he trying to be nice enough and just bring home some chips for you?
He's presenting it as trying to be nice, and I do think there's a tiny element of that, but it's also there's free stuff.
No,
I must have it.
I didn't take the fucking bananas or the brownies. I took the two bags of chips
He
for
can't
you.
admit anything. Okay, so one
Well,
night,
you-
let me
'cause
tell
you're
the
lying.
story.
Did you tell her not to order coffee because it's free upstairs?
No, see, we were trying to get here in a rush. She goes, I'm going to stop at Starbucks. And I go to Starbucks at the studio so we could get here on time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe, hey, you're right. We should have stopped and we'll come in here at 8:20, just stroll in. You guys are
The dog doesn't
professional.
like it when you fight.
Can you?
No, the dog wants more free
Dog
food.
doesn't care if they're hitting each other with fucking hatchets. He wants food. Yeah. Are eggs and turkey bacon okay for a dog?
Yeah,
No.
that's how I feed Bonnie. I throw it on the floor.
It's mean.
It's funny. What were you saying? What story now?
Whatever that restaurant was that you took us to one time on a Monday night,
Oh, yeah.
we order,
Yeah, it's half price if you have cash.
and then they tell us we didn't know it was
good.
a surprise. They said, "Oh, by the way, tonight if you pay cash, it's half price." Well, Rich can no longer concentrate on dinner conversation or anything. This is before we even get our food. He's like, "I'm gonna get something to go." I go, "But
It's half price.
when are you going to eat it? Because you're already eating your meal now, and you're leaving tomorrow morning."
Gonna order another
Right?
meal.
Yeah. He goes, "I'm going to put it in the freezer." Yeah.
Chicken parm.
So
Did you order a chicken parm and put it in the freezer?
I said,
Why not?
I said, "Rich, please rethink it." I go, "What are you saving yourself? Like $11? Who cares?
Right.
It doesn't matter. Let's just enjoy." But so Raina and I are talking, laughing. I can see him. He's looking off into the distance. He can't concentrate. He's like, "I must get that chicken parm. It's half price." So
For cash.
he calls the waiter over. He goes, "Listen, I'm also going to get the chicken parm." And the waiter goes, "Oh, if you get it to go, it's not half." And he doesn't even get it done. And Rich goes, "Forget it. Thank you." I go, "Aren't you embarrassed?" He goes, "No."
I realized
embarrassing.
I realized I didn't need that much.
It is, but to
chicken
save
parm.
$11, you're right. It's not a lot of money to save.
No,
But
I
he can't stop himself.
Is he
It's
compulsive?
like-
I'm not
it's-
cheap at all. I spend.
I don't think that you're cheap. I honestly think it's something else. It's some
OCD?
bizarre. Like if there's something in the trash, he has to get it out. It's
No.
like
He doesn't see it as gaining. He sees it as losing if he doesn't take advantage of it.
Yes,
There was a
yes.
Like he
nice-
doesn't see it as I'm getting a free bag of chips. He sees it as if I don't take this free bag
No,
of chips,
I
I'll
was
be
gonna-
losing.
No,
He'll think about it all the way home. And
Yeah.
be like, "Oh
No.
my god, I could have had a free bag of chips."
Foss, why would you take a bite and then present your opinion? Like,
That is
you
true.
could've-
because I don't want my eggs cold. Here's,
Oh, the dog's barking.
He's never wrong. Okay, Allie, come here.
oh, God.
Give her some.
I already gave her some.
The dog is.
Sorry.
It's okay.
He's eating turkey bacon, fucking.
All right, so you embarrass yourself in front of this waiter.
No, I don't care. He didn't speak English.
Jeez.
First of all, he did.
I'm sure he did speak English.
A little.
He spoke enough English to tell you, it's not half price if you order it to go.
That's what they taught him.
Right.
I said, I brought chips home for my wife. That's all.
But you wanted to order the chicken parm half price.
Oh boy, would I
to go? That's so embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
Because like
they know you're doing it to get that half price
they know what
thing,
you're
and
doing.
it's like a bizarre.
Well, they're getting you in there because it's
That's
half
why he
price.
told you it wasn't half price, but if you order it to go.
He spit
Yeah,
a
so
little.
okay, I could have easily said, okay, I'll eat it here, taking one bite and go, oh, I can't. Can I have this to go?
But you would
Then-
think
But
if you're
see
gonna
what I'm saying? Like his brain takes so much effort and time to be
No,
like,
it doesn't.
must save $11.
I don't
must
try to save money.
$11. Like
I spend money all the time. I don't mind. I love spending
we're
money.
not. Listen, didn't you hear us say? I don't think it's because you're cheap. I don't think you're cheap.
something
I
else.
think you have some kind of weird thing with money and free food. You want to lose weight, but you eat you'll take 2 meals from a comedy club. I've seen you do it. I've
Ew,
seen
no,
you
you
order.
don't.
Yes, I've seen him order at the beginning of the night, eat his meal, and take one to go.
Buy it.
Yeah, really? Am I?
Name a place.
Everywhere we've ever worked.
That's not true.
Do you like to take a meal to go sometimes at a comedy club?
Occasionally,
Maybe-
just treat yourself, get on room service.
It's a value proposition.
I like see. This is you don't go on the road. You'll eat your meal.
Yes, I do.
Shut your mouth.
I go on the road a lot.
You'll eat your meal around 7.
I see.
Then you take a little sandwich or something for a snack in your hotel room because there's nothing
take a little
open that
something
late.
to go.
There's nothing
It's
open
not
that late.
unreasonable if there's nothing open.
There's nothing open.
It's not unreasonable. I'm not. None of this is unreasonable. None
Okay.
of this is a major problem. But
End of
when
story.
no, but it becomes like you got some chips for your wife. That's a nice thing to do. But it's every single time.
Did you
That's
eat
why I'm
'em?
saying it's a
Did
problem.
you eat them? Last
No,
time I worked
I
Gotham.
didn't.
Last time I worked Gotham, I didn't bring chips home last year. I saw
Okay,
them.
The fact that you remember
I
that.
don't remember.
I
Last year.
Last year I didn't bring the
I
chips
believe you
home.
brought the brownies.
No, I didn't bring. I bought some bananas last year. I bought the bananas. So
I'm just saying
I'm
it's
sorry,
like
I'm
an
sorry.
issue.
I was looking out for you. I'm sorry.
But isn't there something
But
embarrassing?
see, and then he always presents it like I didn't ask for any fucking chips.
Yeah, but you-
So stop.
how many times
stop.
he turns himself into a martyr.
Yeah,
How many
so
times
stop
when
it.
I drive home do you go pick me up potato chips? How many? Do you do that a lot of times?
Occasionally,
What kind
So-
of chips do you like?
some Vins.
Yeah. So and she'll even eat the fucking ketchup potato chips
Yeah, I
that
don't
they have
go
in
for that.
Canada. It's gross.
Yeah,
Right.
they are
She
awful.
tries to be Canadian.
Tries
So,
to-
you know, like her
I
heritage.
try to be Canadian.
yeah.
So
You're originally from what country was it? Canada?
It is. I believe it's pronounced Canada.
Okay, good.
It's very
to know.
similar to what he's suggesting.
So
I'm trying to be.
I'll drive home. She go, oh, pick me up, or I'll get home. She goes, oh, did you pick me up onion, salt, and vinegar? I go, you didn't ask.
Onion, salt.
So
It's a
this
different
time,
kind.
so this time I said, oh, let me surprise her. You didn't see me eating the chips.
Let's not go off the fucking rails on this. I'm saying it's not one thing, it's everything all combined. You're constantly
Why
looking.
are you doing Steve Martin doing Cleopatra?
I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it's
was
because you have your
King
hands
Tut.
in the air.
It was King Tut.
Well, they're the same era.
Cleopatra. It was not Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Fucking terrible. Why are you doing Carlin's 5 dirty songs?
See,
Isn't there something embarrassing though about trying to like having diamond rings on all your fingers and
I
then
don't have them on all of them.
and then trying to get half price chicken parm? Like it's supposed to be a status symbol.
Yes.
Somebody who's got enough money to have their fingers littered in diamonds
Rich, comment.
should not mind paying full price for chicken
Rich, why?
parm.
I take
He had to
my
finish
rings.
his
I just
food.
like knowing he's rushing and swallowing
Yeah.
half-chewed food.
When I do that, I take my rings off.
I see. That
So I
makes
don't
sense.
walk in there.
I see. That makes sense.
I
That's
want them to
not
think I'm
true.
a pauper.
Yesterday, we dropped our daughter off at camp. She goes to camp every year at Princeton University. And Rich, of course, was wearing his Rich outfit, but very similar to this, except for a purple sleeveless,
It was red.
a red sleeveless, right?
That's cool.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I just was thinking, like, what are they thinking? You know, here's a guy with this rings and the hat backwards. And
They're thinking, hey, this dude is a dude.
It's
in
one of
the
us fellow kids.
It's the afternoon. It's hot.
right.
Why am I going to wear
Food's
something?
coming out of your mouth.
You're spinning the legs out. Good thing we got that pop filter.
You know what I mean. So look. See how I love the dog?
Do you do?
Isn't that the microphone that Ron uses when he does Bennington?
Mm-hmm.
Just so it's on the table. If there's egg on the pop filter, Ron,
Not
somebody
mine.
call up Bennington and let him know
There's no egg.
that was Rich Voss. And by the way, it's not good. It's an audio medium. You're brushing
You
the
could also
top
put
of the
your finger
microphone
over that
with a
button
napkin.
there, which you wouldn't hear it. Like, if you do that, people
Yeah,
hear it.
Oh, he's only been doing radio for 35 years. Huh.
Oh, really? Now you're going to criticize?
You.
Yeah, of course. Just wiping egg off a live mic.
That's why I'm going home today.
Good.
Let's go to Carrie in Dallas. Has a little bit of insight. Carrie.
Yes. Hey, so today is my husband's birthday,
Kill him.
and he has already rattled off 5 different restaurants that he is planning on getting free food from today.
How old is your husband?
54.
Okay, that's a lot. I mean, it's a lot
Yeah.
at that point in life to put that much energy. Thank you, Carrie. The thing is, to put that, like your time and your mental energy is worth something. To put that much energy
Thank you. I agree.
into getting free, it's not free
I don't
anymore.
want free. I paid half price. Half price Mondays and Tuesdays. Alfonso's and
But like to
Somerville.
not be interacting with your wife and daughter at the table
Oh, I
because
always
you're
do.
obsessed. She just
I always
said.
do. You see, he will not admit. He won't admit to. Try to get him to admit to anything. I just ask him, like, is your comedy great? Yes. Is there room for improvement? And then he goes, there's always room for improvement. I go, so your comedy could be better? It's like he's painted into a corner. He wouldn't admit it.
Do you think your
I know.
comedy could be better?
Of course, anybody.
Oh,
you can
Anybody? It goes back to
What
I
could
go-
you do better as a comic?
Yeah, what are
What
some of
could
your
I-
What could you do better as a comedian?
Find,
It's a toughie.
well, no. I could write. I'm not one that sits down and writes. My stuff comes to me.
Okay.
This is going to turn into a
It
compliment.
already has because he's saying it comes to him naturally.
But to me, I want to be more personal on stage. As personal as I can.
Yeah.
You don't have to call them to the table. They don't book anything. So
Bonnie was trying to get the dog. She was walking around the studio. That was a very unflattering joke, Rich. This woman is your wife. It's not cool. It's not cool at all.
But that just makes it all worth it.
It does.
So fucking funny.
It does. It's just a really rude thing to say about any woman, but your
It's
wife.
such a quick, vicious aside in the middle of a fucking
Yeah,
story.
God forbid that you say something negative about Rich Voss. He'll fucking.
you've been since we got here. It's been all negative about
Jim,
me.
Jim, what are some of your flaws as a comic?
It's kind of the same thing he was saying. I should be more structured when I write. I know what he means about
wait, but
coming
just
to
now-
ideas coming to you on stage. It's not, I'm such a genius. They come to me. It's I've gotten lazy and I don't write stuff down as much.
You just said it totally different from Rich. You just said it in a way that you're actually pointing out flaws. Rich didn't say anything. He didn't say the word lazy. He didn't say any structure.
No, I did. I said I could do things different. I didn't say I was lazy. It doesn't make you
That's
lazy.
not better. That's different, right?
No, it doesn't make you lazy. It makes you. Everybody's
insane.
different when it comes to
It's
creating.
an
No,
actual
right.
problem.
no, everybody's different when it comes to creating. She could sit and write all day, right? And that's what she does. I'm not. That's not what I do. Unless for like Tough Crowd, we had to write on a daily basis.
But do you see the difference in the way that within 5 seconds, Jim and you just described the same things, and Jim pointed out actual
Jim
flaws?
does radio every day. He's better on the mic.
But no, I am. I wish I was better. I see Colin with his notes.
Yeah.
I'm like, Colin, who the fuck am I to not write? It's not. But it's not that I don't want to. I just figure I'll just talk about it and see where it goes.
But you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
That you just
100%.
pointed out flaws.
Yeah, it's a negative.
And Rich was just like, no, it's just different.
It is different.
It's just different. It's
Everybody
not necessarily
creates
better or
different.
worse.
Don't try to agitate something that's not there.
Agitate?
Whatever the fucking word is, agitate.
Did you say that word wrong?
You won't say
good.
it.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's like Fonzie.
That's incredible.
What?
That's incredible.
I love the dog.
Dog's barking.
What do you want? She wants more
A
egg.
new mom.
What a cute. What a cute dog.
What did you say?
The dog wants a new mom.
Yeah, Jim said, what do you want to the dog? And he said, a new mom. It's just... It's very, very quick. It's very, very quick.
The dog is so cute.
You know what? You know what?
That's what.
So cute.
You're right. It has been very negative. You know what I like about Rich? He always puts funny first. It's not about interpersonal anything. It's not ever about people's feelings. Certainly, it's just always about putting what is funny first.
Comic.
I admire that.
Oh my God.
Well, watch this one. Have you ever said anything negative about another comic?
Not publicly.
Not on radio?
Nope. Name one. Nope.
What about the stuff you said about your wife? She's a comic.
Oh, that's fun. All in humor.
See,
That's in humor.
No, I don't say no.
Come on. That's
he'll be like, I don't know why this guy's mad at me or whatever. And then he'll be like, well, I guess on radio I called him a douchebag, whatever. He'll list things. And then he'll be like, it was a funny joke. It was a joke.
What about Kevin Pollak? Kevin Pollak's a comic. You've said
That's a
negative.
great point.
You've said negative things about him.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay.
He's not a comic. He's a good actor. He's a great actor.
But not a
right.
comedian.
Wait,
But no,
please.
Kevin
Let
Pollak's
me do
one-
Clint Eastwood. Shut up. Okay, hold on. Let me turn around and fix my hair and do fucking Columbo. No, he's a great actor.
Right.
And I didn't start ever with him. He started with me, just like you know. He started with you.
No, he did start
I
with
was
you.
only defending myself.
Okay.
And that's it.
So if
I
you
would-
have to defend yourself, you will.
Well, if someone's coming after
I'm not saying
me,
it's a bad thing.
If somebody who's not a comic is coming after me about or talking about my one of my handicaps, my little impediment. So
You're sensitive about that handicap?
Little.
no,
Is
but
that
that's-
do you have an impediment?
yeah, she's talking now. So why? What?
Hurry
why
up.
Why would you ask me that? Like I don't. Where are you going?
I'm
with
just
that?
saying, is that a flaw? Or?
No, it's not a flaw. It's how I was born. So
Well, you can be born with a flaw.
God makes no mistakes, Jim.
Yeah, God don't make no junk. Dumb bumper sticker.
so I didn't attack him.
Rich, pick up Allie. I don't know what's her problem.
She wants more eggs.
She's bothering me about him. I don't have any eggs.
Yes.
Exactly.
See, we're gonna get kicked out of studio again.
Again?
I'd love
Yeah,
When
to.
did
in
you-
Florida when you got us kicked out.
Why'd you guys get kicked out of Florida? What
We
studio
did-
was it?
We did Monsters in the Morning years ago.
Yes.
She walks in and goes, "Who's the head monster?"
It's pretty funny though.
They didn't find it funny.
No.
She's very condescending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I think you got some dead weight in here at one point.
Yeah, there was like
but that was
5
already
people.
when I felt it turning.
She decided, I'm going to turn with this.
I'm gonna lean into this.
Want more Jim and Sam? Catch up with full episodes and interviews from celebrity guests anytime on demand using the SiriusXM app.